What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Adeze, back at it again with another video. Oh my god, this eyelash won't stay down. There's hair in my eye. Okay, there we go. So in today's video I am so excited. I was trying out the palette from Beauty Hyper. So if you don't know what Beauty Hyper is, I'm gonna leave their information down in the description box below. I'm gonna leave their Instagram and everything like that. So yeah, so Beauty Hyper sent me 4 palettes. They currently have 2 pro blush palettes, which is volume 1 and volume 2, and they also have an eyebrow palette, and they also have a cream contour palette. So I'm not really a fan of like cream contour concealers, but I think I did an okay job with what I was given. So this is what the palettes look like. They have like this black sleek packaging. The only I'd say I have with them the only problem I'd say I'd have with them is because they're black. They get like dirty really quickly, so you can see the dirt, I know, but I don't know how many times I got makeup on it and I had to wipe it and all that stuff. So that's my only thing with the packaging, but other than that I think it's nice and sleek and simple. They don't come with any brushes, so they're just palettes, and inside they all look like this. So this is the cream contour palette. It has 10 shades. I really do think this is a good shade range. You know, I usually use about this side. As you can see, these are the ones I dipped into. I do feel like these are way too light for me per se. I wouldn't mind using maybe this shade to like prime my eyes or anything like that, but I stuck to these because I felt like these were more in my color range. They're more warmer, they're more yellow. This is what I preferred. So this is the cream contour palette with 10 shades in it. I believe their products are not more than 200. I'll just leave the prices in the video because I'm not really certain how much they cost, but I'll put the prices somewhere down here. And then this is the Pro Blush Palette Volume 2. I really do think it has some nice blush colors. It literally has like the whole, I don't know how more rosy you can get. There's some bronzy shades in there, there are some mauvey shades in there. So if you're more of a darker complexion and you don't want to look too rosy, you just want to look bronzed up, this is the palette for you. I actually use this shade right here to blush. I don't usually wear blush, so if I do, I prefer it to be subtle. One thing I would say about the volume 2 palette is it seems that their shades are all shimmery, which is not a problem, but yeah, there it is. I love the colors, I love everything. This has 9 shades in it, but on too much. So this is what the, let me open it. This is what the volume 1 palette looks like. I think this is my favorite blush palette, because the shades are actually matte and I like matte colors. And I think if you wanted to do an eye look with these shades, you actually could. If you wanted to do like a pink eye look or whatever, but I actually used this to blend out my eye and I loved it. I love this palette. I am going to be trying it out a bit more and yeah, have my final thoughts on it, because I actually just swatched some of the shades and listen, it is so pigmented. Let me do that for you right now. So okay, so these are the swatches. Let me get that red one in. So these are the shades. I am really in love with how pigmented they are. I just swapped like these shades right here. I do feel like these are, you know, way too light. They like pinky rosy, you know. So let me try one and I'll show you. See, I feel like that for my face is too gray. I don't want to turn up looking like a ghost. So yeah, these are just some of the shades, and I am totally in love with this red shade. Oh my god. So yeah, I did go in with this red shade on my eye, and honestly, I'm in love with this shade. Especially for my eye, because you would think, oh no, it's not that big a deal. Homie, look at that. I'm literally just touching up my eye, and it's turning up so nicely. And then we come to the eyebrow palette, which has 8 shades. It well, it's 8 shades, but yeah, it actually has 2 cream concealers over here. I prefer this one. This is a bit way too light for me. And then it has these powders for your eyebrows. I use this one and this one. These are too cool toned for me, so they look a bit scary. But I think for anyone with like a lighter complexion to mine, they would actually, you know, like fare well with them. So yeah, that was a long ass intro, but without further ado, let me take you to the video. Okay, so this is how I start. Well, I'm gonna start by obviously getting my hair out of my face, because it's easier to work with hair out of your face, duh. And then I usually start with my brows. So what I do is I use my Maybelline Fit Me powder in 350, and I just powder my brows just to get like oil off my face and stuff. Makes it easier for product to glide on. And then I take like a spoolie and I just brush my eyebrows up, and then I take this brown pencil, and here I'm just lining my brows because I usually prefer them to have a specific shape, and working with powder, it just means I just have to fill in my brows, so it's kind of easier for me to just draw them on versus having to draw them on with powder. So I'm only using this pencil to line my brows, but not to fill them in. And to fill in my brows, I'm going to take this Beauty Hyper eyebrow palette, and I'm actually going to take this dark shade, and I'm just taking this brush, this eyeliner brush, and I'm filling in my brows using that powder. So yes, I lined my brows with pencil, but I actually filled it in with the powder, and I actually like how they turned out. They look really bomb. And then the same palette, I'm going to take that concealer shade, and I'm just going to carve out my brow and basically chisel it even more, just to make it more defined and to pop even more. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer, and I'm going to prime the rest of my face. And you know, I use a brush, guys. I don't use my fingers. I use a brush, and my skin is just, you know what, I'm going through something, so just let it be. And then I'm going to go back in that palette, and I'm going to prime my eyes with the concealer shade. Actually, I'm actually going in with the cream contour palette, and I'm taking just a light concealer shade to prime my eyes and get it ready for shadow. And then I'm going to take that darkish brown shade. You know, I always conceal my spots before I put it on any foundation, so I basically just do that. And then I'm going to take this foundation brush, and I'm just going to blend out my spot conceal just to cover up my marks. And yeah, this is a step that all of you know if you've watched my flawless foundation routine. If you haven't, please go watch that video. I'm gonna link it up here. And then now I'm taking this MAC lipstick in Russian Red, and I'm actually going to use that on my eyes. You're not expecting that, were you? But yes, I'm going to be using this on my eyes because I just wanted kind of like a red smoky eye, but I don't have red eyeshadow, so I'm going to build that up and just build up into my crease. And yeah, and then I'm going to take this Beauty Hyper palette in volume 1, the blush palette, and I'm going to use that red shade to actually blend out my eye and to set that lipstick in place so it doesn't crease. And then I'm going to go back in with that contour palette, and I'm just going to carve out my eye just to give it a more defined look. And then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 350, and I'm going to apply that all over my face, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques complexion sponge to blend out my foundation. I really need a new sponge, and I love the sponge. It's like it blends so seamlessly. I don't even use my other sponges, and I just think I need to go buy another one. Maybe I should buy two because I use the sponge a lot. And then I'm going to go in with the Beauty Hyper cream contour palette again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start highlighting and contouring my face. So I'm just taking these two shades that I used on my face, and I'm using the brown shade to contour, and I used the lighter shade to highlight. And I'm basically just placing it on these sections on my face where it needs to be. Then I'm going to take my, am I going to use my sponge? Yes. I'm going to take my Real Techniques sponge, and I'm going to blend out my highlight using my sponge. So just blend that out as best as you can. I did notice that these cream contour concealers blend out really quick. And then I'm going to take my LA Girl powder in banana yellow, and I'm going to use that to basically set my under eye and everywhere else I highlighted my face. And while that bakes for a little bit, I'm going to take my Miniso foundation stippling brush, and I'm actually going to blend out my contour. And then I'm going to take that B Vein mineral bronzer. I can't remember what shade this is in, but I'm going to use it to set my contour and basically just warm up my face. And then I'm going to take a fluffy brush and my Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm going to buff out the rest of the powder from my face while setting the rest of my makeup. And yeah, I'm just putting on my eyelashes. Don't worry, it's just eyelashes. And yeah, here I am going to do obviously as above so is below. So I'm taking that MAC lipstick again and just putting it on my eyes. And I'm going to take a volume 2 of the Beauty Hyper blush palette, and I'm just taking this bronzy shade up there, and I'm using that as a blush. It's not showing up on camera, but it's actually a really pretty shade. I liked it. And then here I'm just highlighting my face. You know which highlighter I use. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it. And excuse that bald spot on my wig. Don't worry about it. Yeah, let's not talk about it. Okay, and then I'm gonna line my lips with a brown pencil, and then I'm gonna take this MAC lipstick. For the life of me, I can't remember what shade this is, but yeah, I'm going to put it's like a brown shade, it's like a nude shade, and I'm gonna put that on my lips and just blend out the liner as well. And I'm gonna take my Fix Plus and spray my face and set my face, and there we go. Here I'm literally just fixing my baby hair, and that's it, we're done. Okay, so this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Also, if you are here from IG, please be a real G and subscribe to my channel, because you probably saw like the mini tutorial 1-minute video on IG and you came here But please, 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 if you are here from IG, please subscribe to my channel. And if you're here on YouTube, please head over to my IG. I will input my username right here, and the link will also be down in the description. Please, please, please go follow me on all my socials to see more of my content, and obviously the pictures that I post, because you know I'm bomb like that. Anyway, I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.